Hey guys, it's Barbara here, and I just want to do a little introduction. We're going to do this the first Monday of every month. I'm going to add 3 new movements, 3 new things that you can practice for form, and just so you feel more comfortable in class. Today it's going to be a squat, a lunge, and a deadlift. Okay, so everything lower body. So we're going to start with the squat. I want to show you what that's supposed to look like. In my world, this is the way I do it. This is the way I believe it should be done. This is the way physical therapists have taught me how to do it, so I can save my knees, because I fractured one knee and tore a meniscus in both knees. So I am very cautious about my knees at age 50, because I don't need them to get any worse. Sorry about the movement. It's windy outside, but all right. So a squat. What I want you to think about is, I'm going to show you from the front first. So when you're going down into a squat, you're trying to keep your knees going forward. We don't want them going in, we don't want them going out, unless you're doing a sumo squat, but right now we're just doing a basic squat. So I will take it down, and when I get down here, what I want to make sure is I'm using my glutes to get back up and not my knees. Now if I just use my knees, they tend to go in, like they'll start going in a little bit, but if I use my glutes, it keeps them right in alignment. So from the side, what that looks like, and you can go down as far as comfortable for you. You do not have to go as far as I'm going. You could go further than I'm going, okay? So, but the key is what you want to do is you want to stick your butt out, okay? Your butt's going back. Your core is staying up and tight. My back is flat. And I'm bending my knees and my hips to get lower. I am not putting my face down. I'm keeping my face up, and I'm sitting down into it, okay? So my butt's back. My back is flat. My knees are not jutting out over my toes. And right now I use my glutes to bring myself back up. You'll feel a major difference if you use your glutes to bring yourself up rather than relying on your knees. So when you're down, you now clench your glutes and bring yourself up. All right? So that is what we want to do for a squat. Now, if you are to the point where you're right here, your core still needs to be tight. And then you still use your glutes to come up. I don't care how far down you're going, use your glutes. So what you'll see is the difference is if I go down, it's very hard for me not to use my glutes just because I've been drilling it in my head. So if I go down, even if I don't go that far down, if I want to push myself up, I'm not going to use my glutes. Actually, I just use my glutes. If I don't, my knees tend to go in. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not going down that far because I don't want to ruin my knees, but going down, and if I just push up with my knees or my legs, my knees kind of go in a little bit as they're doing it. Whereas if I go down and I use my glutes, my knees almost press out. Like these muscles keep it all pressed out because I'm using my glutes to pull them back. All right? So that is your squat. If you're using weights with the squat, you have some options. You can place them on your shoulders and just keep them there. Same movement. Down, use your glutes, come up. You can hold them at your side if you want to. All right, down and up. You could hold one in the middle like a kettlebell if you wanted to. This is more for a sumo, but you can do it this way as well. The problem with this one is your weight tends to come forward. When you're doing it in a sumo, you have a different stance. So my suggestion would be on your shoulders or down at your sides. Okay, lunge. Going into a lunge, what you want to think about is your back knee going down. So I'm going to step out. I'm going to get into the lunge position. So it's a nice wide stance. You can see me from here. And what I think about doing is I keep my chest up. My neck is in alignment. So I'm not like this. I'm not down, whatever. I keep my neck right in alignment, and the key is to drop the back knee. Okay, so you'll see my front knee is not pushing forward. Sometimes you'll see people doing this for their lunge. That's not what we want to do. Again, physical therapist taught me this, which I knew this beforehand, but really drove home what we need to think about as we're doing a lunge. So you're taking it straight down. You're using your glutes to come back up. All right. If you are doing a walking lunge, you're pushing off that back leg, and you're going to bring this one forward and do the same thing. So you're always pushing off that back leg using the glutes, okay? So if you have knee issues, this is what I've learned, because I've had knee issues for a little while. And I will tell you, it's definitely worse now that I've gained weight, but you know, gained weight because I couldn't do exercises because I hurt my knees, so it's this big cycle. But anyway, what you want to think about is always using your glutes. We as a society, or people, whatever, tend to use our quad muscles, we use our hamstrings. Hamstrings is a big one, especially for women. But we need to start really focusing on using our glutes. So again, the lunge, right here, nice wide stance. And you can bring them closer if you want to, if you like to do a close one. I like nice wide stance so I can get my inner thigh. The core is tight, chest is up. I drop the back knee, push off with the glutes, okay? Even if I'm just going up and down, I clench the glute each time. You'll see I'm down, clench, and I push up. Same thing's happening on this side, all right? So that is your lunge. Then and actually with weights, with a lunge, again, you can do them right here at the sides. Take it all the way down. You can put it here. All right, same difference. And then with a deadlift, what you want to think about with a deadlift, this one was actually really impactful. Like when I really thought about how I was supposed to be doing this, it became very impactful to actually using my hams and glutes. So when you're bending over, you're going to keep, like there's a string coming out of the top of your head, okay? So you're bending over, that string keeps your head up, which makes my back stay flat, which makes me stick my butt out. So the thing is my butt's sticking out, head is up, back is flat. That is the form you want for a deadlift. Slight bend in my knees, and then I bring it back up. All right, so again, you're pushing your butt out, belly staying up and tight, back is flat. Okay? One thing I want to caution you on is letting that back round out like this. That is not what we want. That's a good way to hurt your back, okay? Especially your lower back. We want to keep our core tight and push that butt out, so we are targeting the backs of those legs and your glutes. Now for weights, this one I always go heavy. These are not heavy, I'm just using it as a demo. But I always go heavy. Again, I keep my head up, my butt sticking out, my arms hanging down. I don't care how far I go, as long as I'm feeling it in the back of my legs, and I bring it back up. I can tell you, I will feel this tomorrow just from doing the movement, because I'm doing the movement properly. If you don't feel the next day your hamstrings after doing deadlifts this way, then you're not doing them right. You're not sticking your butt out far enough, because you will feel it. All right, so one other thing I want to show you is all three of these with a band. All right, so we did a squat to start off with. If you're doing squats with a band and you don't have weights, got 2 feet on this. You're going to bring it right up here next to your shoulder, above your shoulder, so the band is behind your arms, and you just bring it down and bring it back up. Remember, you're using your glutes. Take it down, glutes, and back up, okay? If this is too easy, you get a harder band is what you need to do, okay? For a lunge, for lunging, you really need to do a static lunge if you are going to use a band, all right? What do I want to do here? Yeah, okay. So, that back leg, that's what I want to be doing. Yeah, front leg. Right here. Then I take it back and up. Back and up. You can use the back leg. You gotta be careful so it doesn't snap on you. Yeah. I prefer using the front leg. Some people you'll see using the back leg. If I can get this together. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Use the front foot. I don't know how people do it with the back foot. I always use the front foot. All right. And deadlift. Deadlift is a challenge with a band. It's doable, but you're going to feel it differently, okay? So, good grip, making it strong. And again, I want to stick the butt out. And I'm pulling here. I'm not letting it loosen. And I'm back up. Pull and back up. Okay, so they are doable with a band. Some of them feel more comfortable with weights, but you can do it. Those are our 3 movements for today. Thanks for coming.